Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a real-time project in which we will be converting single or multiple images to a single PDF file. So this is the demo of the tutorial. Here you can see that we will be using a special library called as Image Magic, which will do this task for us. So we will be building this inside Node.js and Express. So this is a short little demo. Here you can select your image files. So let me choose files. So this is a JPG image. I can select a single image. You can see this is the name of the image, and if I click the convert to PDF button, it will upload this image, and now it will carry out the conversion process, and then it will download this PDF file. If I open this PDF file, you will see this image is embedded inside this PDF document. So it has successfully converted to PDF. We can even select multiple images. If I just show you, let's suppose I want to select instead of one image, we can select these whole images. So we are selecting 10 images. You can see 10 files are selected, and if I click convert to PDF, so it will again repeat the same process, upload these images, convert it using Image Magic, and it will download a single PDF file. If you open this, you will see these 10 images are embedded in their respective pages. So in each page we have one image inside PDF document. So it's a great web application that you can use on your website also. So you have seen these applications on the internet that convert images to PDF. So we are converting JPG. Either you can select JPG or PNG. The image validation is also on. If I select a video file instead of an image file, I will get an error. So if I select this video file and click on convert to PDF, you will see only .png, .jpg and .jpeg format allowed. So this validation part is also there. And for the source code of this video, we will be deploying this application to the Heroku hosting platform. So please watch the step-by-step tutorial. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe the channel. And in the description of the video, I have given the source code of this video. So go to the video description and go to my blog here. So here I have given the step-by-step instruction on how to go about this app and create this app from scratch. So I will be following this blog inside this video. So let's get started by building this application. So I will delete all the files, delete all the code and start from scratch. So let me delete this index.html file. So for this, I am assuming that you have ImageMagick and FFmpeg installed onto your computer, because these two libraries will be necessary in order to build this project or application. And for the first dependency, which is FFmpeg, I have numerous videos on my channel on this topic, FFmpeg. So search on Google and download this library for your respective operating system. I am on Windows, so simply click on download and install it. After installing it, to cross check, just go to command prompt, and here you will write the command ffmpeg. So if the command is successful, then you have successfully installed ffmpeg. Now the second library which is necessary for this is ImageMagick. So just type ImageMagick on the Google. Yeah, this is a official website of theirs. Basically this is an online tool where you can process the images. There's also have their library. Click on the download button, and then you can download for Windows. I am on the Windows machine, so respective operating system you can just download it. And after downloading it, guys, in order to check that you have installed it, go to command prompt and write this command, which is magick, MAGICK. If the command is successful, then you have successfully installed it. So now basically what we will be doing is that we will be executing a shell command inside our Node.js application. So the commands will be pretty simple. Let's suppose I go to any image that I want to convert to PDF. So basically this is the image. Let's suppose I rename this image to image. So I will open this command prompt, and the command will be simple magick convert, then followed by your input file name. So here input is image.png, and then you need to provide simply your output file name, which is output.pdf. If you execute this command, then it will create this output.pdf file. You can see that if I open this file, open with Google Chrome, you will see it will convert this file to a PDF document. So simply we are executing a simple shell command. This is a shell command that we will be executing inside our Node.js application. So for executing shell commands, there is a simple package called as child process, which is a built-in library. You need not have to install it. So if you type child process on Google, it is a built-in module of Node.js. So now to get started, you need to have a Express server. So just initialize an empty Node.js project by initializing this command npm init -y. After this, you need to install first Express, second is Malter, which will be useful for uploading image files on the server, and thirdly we will install Nodemon, which will automatically refresh the application for us when we make any sort of changes. Now go to package.json. You will see these three dependencies are installed: Express, Malter, and Nodemon. Now add these two starter scripts. First is for the production, which is start, which will start the application at Heroku, and the second one is def start, which will start the Nodemon for us, Nodemon index.js. So if I just run the script, which is npm run dev start, so basically this will start my Nodemon. You can see Nodemon index.js, so it will start my Node.js application. So inside this we will create a very simple Express application. So we need to require this. So same old stuff we will repeat here. So we will make a simple Express app, const app express, and we will make a simple port number of first process.env if you are running on production. If you are not on production, run this on 3000, and then we will have app.listen on this port number, and the second argument will be a simple callback function console log backtick symbol that app is listening on port, this port number. So here we can initialize a dynamic variable port. That's it. So now we can run the application. It will automatically refresh. App is listening on port 3000. So now we simply need to load a index.html file. So app.get slash request response, and here this is the arrow function. So we can send out a HTML file response send file. We can provide the full absolute path of the file. So this is located in the same directory, root directory, index.html. So now we need to simply create this file index.html. So right here inside your root directory, create this file index.html. So now inside, if you go to my blog here, I have given this HTML code. So I will not write this code manually because it will make the video long. Simply copy this and paste it here. So basically it has a single input file, input type file, where we are receiving input from the user. I have given a special name attribute to it so that we can process it inside the Express. Name is equal to files. So you can also provide multiple files. So this is a multiple attribute. It is required for the validation, and these are just bootstrap classes: form control and form group. So this will go to this action, which will be slash merge, and it will be a post request, and encoding type will be multipart slash form data, and there is a simple button convert to PDF. So if I refresh it, if I go to my localhost 3000, you will see a simple form convert image to PDF. If I select choose files, it will have these select box happening where we can select image files. So now we simply need to make this post request. So we can write here app.post slash merge, and this takes request response. And first of all, guys, we need to upload image files inside our public folder, which we haven't created. We need to programmatically create this public, and inside this we will have the uploads folder where we will store our image files. For creating the folders programmatically, we will require the file system module, which is a built-in module of Node.js. So I have written the complete step-by-step block, so you can follow it. I have written the code here, creating the uploads folder dynamically. So you can just copy this code here, and simply this code, I have already imported the fs module. So after that you can just paste it. So basically it will check if the folder doesn't exist. You can see it has automatically created these folders, public and uploads. So in the if condition we are checking if the folder doesn't exist, then make this folder and also make this subfolder which is uploads. So here we will be storing our images. So we need to require Molter. So require Molter, which is a standard library of Node.js in order to upload anything on the server. So for uploading it, I have also given this code. But first of all, we need to tell Express that set this folder as static. So this contains this middleware line that we need to write once we initialize our app. So right after it, you can write this app.use express static public. So this will make this folder as static. So all your static assets will go into this public folder. And also in order to receive form data, we also need a special module which is body parser, which is again a built-in module. You need not have to install it, body-parser. And once we initialize the app, we can use this middleware function body parser URL encoded, and here we can pass extended property to false. And again we need to write this line body parser json. This is a function. So after initializing this body parser, we can upload the files, uploading image files to the server using Molter. So basically this is the extracting the extension, we will need this path module. So include this path module right here at the top. And for telling the Molter where we will store these files, you need this code here. Simply copy this code from my blog. So paste it here. Let me just paste it and then tell you what this code is doing. So if you have followed my previous videos, you will definitely know what we are doing here. So here, first of all, inside the storage, we are making use of a disk storage function of Molter. And in the first argument, destination, we are telling Molter where we are storing these files. So we are storing inside the public folder /uploads. The second argument is the file name. So we are initializing a dynamic name to every file which is uploaded through Molter by this date.now function, and then we are concatenating the extension of the file by using path.extensionName function. That's it. Now this image filter is a custom function that we have written here in order to validate the input that is submitted by the user. So we are only accepting image files which are of the type of PNG, JPG and JPEG. If the user has submitted wrong files, then this error will return only PNG, JPG and JPG format allowed. Now we are simply calling the Molter library, passing the storage and the filter option. That's it. And now we can use this middleware function inside our post request right in between this. So we can call upload.array. So basically in order to upload multiple files, we can use this array method, and inside this we need to pass the name attribute that we have initialized inside the index.html. This is a name attribute files, and the next argument is how many maximum number of files that you want to allow the user. Let me allow 100 files can be uploaded at one time. So after this, in order to check that if the files were uploaded, we can check inside this if condition, that is request.files, and also we can run a simple for each loop, and the array will be request.files, and for each file we will print out the path inside this console log. So path is located inside this path property file.path. So I think if I upload any sort of file here inside, if I go to my application, now I need to select only image files. If I select the video file, you will see an error that is only PNG, JPG and JPG format allowed. So now we only need to select the image files. So if I go to my documents directory and here go to Lightshot and select 4 images, convert to PDF. So inside the console you will see all these images path are printed out 1, 2, 3, 4. and you will see inside the left hand directory these files have been stored successfully. If I open one of these files, you will see this is a file that I have uploaded. So the file uploading task is complete. Now we simply need to process these images. So first of all, in order to process this, we need to store the path inside some kind of variable. So for this, we need to declare a empty variable of list, and we will initialize it to nothing. And when we make this post request, we also need to clear out its contents. So again, list to nothing. And here, instead of console logging it, we can concatenate the path like this: plus is equal to, and then we can write inside backtick symbol. The path is there inside file.path. And once again, we need to create some space. So we can concatenate some space here like this. And now we can console log the list variable just to check that if it is successful or not. So if I again upload 4 files, if I choose the files here, and if I convert to PDF, and if I check here, you will see all these paths have been there with a space here. That is exactly what we want. Is that this is the first image path plus some space, this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. Now we simply need to execute a simple shell command that I have illustrated early on inside the video. Now to execute the shell command, we will make use of a simple package, built-in package in Node.js, which is, we need to extract the execute method from it, which is child process. So we need to require the child underscore process module. And now to execute the shell command, we have this execute method, and inside this, inside backtick symbol, we can write the command which is magic convert, and then we can pass the input files which is located inside the list variable, and then we need to give a output file name. So the output file, I can declare a path variable, output file path, and this will be equal to date.now. This will give a random name to it, and you can concatenate output.pdf because the output file will be a PDF file, and simply we can put this path output file path, and now this returns a callback function holding the error, standard output, and standard error. This is the arrow function. First of all, we will check if any kind of error takes place, then throw that error. If no error take place, then we simply need to download this file inside Express. So the download method is pretty simple, response.download, and here we simply need to provide the address where we address of the output file. So this is located inside output file path. This also returns a callback once the download is completed. So if any sort of error take place inside download process, we can throw that error. Else we also need to delete the files which are stored on the server. So the files which we are uploaded right here inside the uploads, and also we need to delete the output file. So let me just delete these files which I have uploaded here. So if I go to the projects folder, so my project is PDF merger. Let me just go to the public folder and delete all these files and start from scratch. So in order to delete the files, we have a simple function file system dot unlink sync, and here we will use a for each loop, again for each, and the array will be request.files. Inside this array, for each file we need to delete that file which was uploaded. So we can use the fs function, fs.unlink sync, and we can delete the path, file.path, and also we need to delete the output file which is located inside output file path. So now the application is complete, guys. So after download is complete, it will delete all these files, so you will not see a single file appearing here. So if I reload the application, you will see, if I upload a image file, let's suppose I want to let me select a single file, convert to PDF, you will see it will download a PDF file here. You can see it has successfully converted a single image file to a PDF, and you will see not a single file is appearing here because all the files were automatically deleted once the download was completed. And now let me just select multiple files just to cross check. Let me select these 4 files, click convert to PDF, and now it will contain this output PDF file. You can see. So in this easy process, guys, we have made a real-time application where you can convert a series of images to a single PDF file using ImageMagick library in Node.js and Express. And now we will deploy this application to Heroku. So first of all, in order to deploy it, we need to deploy this code to GitHub. First step is that you need to create a new repository. Click on the new button, and this will be name. I need to give it images to PDF. So description, this is a, let me just my keyboard, this is a sample or simple app for converting images to PDF like this. And if I click on the create repository, it will give me a unique address of my repository. These are the commands that I need to have. So first of all, need to have a git ignore. So I will ignore the node modules folder, and now I will stop my server and execute a bunch of commands. Git init to initialize the empty repository. You will see git add dash git commit dash m. So this will be a first commit. So it will commit all the files except the node modules folder, and then we need to copy paste our remote origin command from here. So this will be different for you. So simply paste this command, and lastly git push dash u origin master. Oh, I made a mistake here. Sorry, I need to write git here. So git push dash u origin master. So this will push all your changes to your master branch, which will be reflected once you refresh this page. So now you can see this is my GitHub repository. I will give this link also inside the video description. So simply you need to click on the code option and download the zip file. And now for the deployment part, go to heroku.com. I have already account on Heroku, so if you don't have one, sign up for it. So it will ask for your credit card details, so just fill in. I have a bunch of apps which are already running. So click on the new option, create new app, and then you can just create your new app like images to PDF. This name is not available. Test. This name is available. So click create app. So this is the first step that you want to first of all add your build pack. Go to settings here and drag to an option where you will find this option called as build packs. So build packs are nothing but special scripts that Heroku uses first of all in order to deploy your project. So click on add build pack. So here you need to first of all install the ImageMagick library. For installing it, I have given a special command in my project. So if you drag down inside deploy to Heroku section, you will find this command. So simply copy this command, and here you simply need to paste it inside enter build pack URL. Paste it and click save changes. Also, this is a Node.js project, so also you need to click this Node.js build pack and click save changes. And now we can go to the deploy section. So connect your GitHub repository. So whatever name that you have, you can just search for it. Mine is images to PDF. So simply I can copy this name and I can paste this name, images to PDF, search. So this is my repository. Click connect. So it will connect your repository, and here you need to enable automatic deploys. So this will be useful whenever you make changes to your repository. It will automatically deploy your Heroku app. For the very first time, you need to deploy the master branch, and now it will deploy it. So you will see it will install this ImageMagick library. So you can see in the console, you can see ImageMagick app detected. So it is installing all the packages regarding ImageMagick. So it will take some time. So whenever it is completed, it will give you a button where you can view your app live on the internet. So I will not pause the video, you need to watch it full. So just wait guys, I think I will pause the video, and whenever it is done I will show you. Now you can see that guys, the app was successfully deployed here. Now you will see a view option. If you click this option, your app will open a unique URL. This will give you a unique URL which you can share on to your friends. So I have also given this link in the video description. You can check this application online. Here if you click the choose file button, select a single file, click on convert to PDF, then it will generate this PDF file for you. And if you select multiple files, let's suppose I select these 4 images, and if I click convert to PDF, then it will convert to a single PDF file. If I open this, you will see 4 images. So great application guys. Inside this video, please like the video and comment on this video to show some support, and also subscribe the channel and hit the notification bell icon, and I will be seeing you in next tutorial.